Most college kids are known for coming in at the crack of dawn from a night out, not waking up at sunrise to go to work. But one DePaul athlete pays a high price for his sport, and lack of sleep, that's just the start of it.
Cold weather, mud, and snow are also a part of the deal, not to mention 18-hour days. Our Josh Mora caught up with the 20-year-old student turned harness racer at Balmoral Park.
All right, how sweet is that?
Take a close look at that driver right there, because you have no idea what went into Marcus Miller's day before he got in the saddle.
Today I got here a little early because I had a flat tire from last time, so I got here around, I got up at 7, took a shower, shaved, and then hopped in the truck, and I was here by 8:30.
Marcus Miller is not your typical 20-year-old. He gets up when other 20-year-olds are just going to bed. He puts in his work, and then when he's done with that, he puts in more. When the track is closed to the public, and only the insiders are around to see it.
Today there was 8 qualifiers. I think I was in 5 or 6 of them. So it just depends. You know, like qualifiers are not as like a strict a deal since there's no betting as the races. So if somebody doesn't make it, then you know you just pick one up. So I'm even if I'm not in the first qualifier, I'm always here in time to try and get some. You know, because the qualifiers lead to races.
Racing has always been a part of Marcus's life. His dad and uncle are both in the business. Marcus caught the bug at 12. 8 years later, he's successful, and his passion to succeed more betrays that infection.
You know, there's unlimited potential for learning, you know, and like I think back to what I, like over the course, this year I had 1,700 races, and that was like 3 times the races I've had the whole other years before. And I think about what I knew about races and horses even 1 year ago and then today, and it's just huge how much I've learned. It's a lot of stuff that's you can't really like learn. You couldn't read a textbook.
Marcus knows something about textbooks too, because when he leaves Balmoral, Marcus drives an hour back to Lincoln Park in his student apartment at DePaul. There he studies not only the results of his races, but a full load of marketing classes. And where Marcus's father was the impetus for his driving, it was his mom who pushed him towards a life in balance.
She said that if you want to drive horses and you want me to support you the whole time, and she does all the way, even doing it while I'm in school, she said you got to go to school first. And so I really like I really like listen to my mom a lot, and she's got a lot of good advice.
As much as Marcus has achieved on the track, he blends in better in the classroom, certainly more so than the physically freakish ball sport athletes on campus. But those who befriend him quickly learn he's a classmate without peer.
I've got pictures all over our apartment, and anytime anybody asks, I've got my iPhone out to show them what it is and explain them what it is. And the first day of class, you know, the teacher always says, what's one interesting thing about you? And I always say, well, at 5 o'clock tonight, I'm going to drive horses at Balmoral Park.
Now, the people on campus may not truly appreciate everything that Marcus does when he's here in the pre-race hours, when he's working with the horses. Where they touch Marcus's accomplishments is when they see him racing under the lights and when they see the spoils of his victories.
The drivers make 5% of what their horses make, and last year my horses was way more than I ever made before, made $1.7 million. Wow. So it pays for school, and I get to have some nice things as well. So for being an after-school job, it's pretty sweet. All right, thanks, Cash.
All right, good luck tonight.
Sweeter than a typical temp job by about 85 grand if you finish off the math. And make no mistake, the money is hard-earned. He'll race until 11 or so and get back to campus well after midnight, when he'll start the whole circuit again. But the money he earns at night isn't this driver's driving force. Marcus thinks something else will keep him trotting towards the finish line for the rest of his life.
Everybody asks, what do you want to do? And I want to make harness racing a mainstream sport. You know, it's just as exciting as anything else you're watching. I'm to the point now where I don't think I can do anything else. I don't want to, you know. I'm stuck. I'm hooked.
At Balmoral Park, Josh Moore, Comcast Sportsnet.